I don't know.
Uh-oh, going live.
Well, we're live now, so I know Raquel will come back. She is somewhere. Raquel, I think you flipped your camera. That
Did
looks like
I?
conference center carpeting.
Oh my.
And if you're not in Denver, are you? No, you're in San Diego, right?
No, why did
Okay,
I do that? That's so
that's
weird.
amazing.
Okay, front camera. Here we go. Oh, hey, 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 there I am.
Well, here we go. Welcome, everybody, to Let's Create. This is season 3, episode 6, and we've got some high energy right now. Just really excited to be creating in the world. We're coming from all over the place. My name is Dan Roeder. I am the Chief Academic Officer for the David Z Foundation, and I am coming at you from Spokane, Washington. At the David Z Foundation, we transform lives through the magic of music. And I am joined here by my two co-hosts who will introduce themselves, and then our special guest, Raquel. So over to you, Donna.
All right, I'm Donna Guerin, founder of Global Lighthouse Studios. We connect teachers and students around the world through the lens of music and the arts. And our other co-host here today is Brian. On to you.
Hey everyone, I'm Brian Hurst. I'm in the digital marketing space and also the co-VP of social media for AMA Boston, American Marketing Association. Love creativity, love music, love kicking together some ideas.
And then finally, our guest, way at the top.
Do I still look funky?
You look
I
amazing.
feel like my face is really enlarged. I am so sorry, people. My name is Raquel Boris, and I'm also in the marketing space, but in mortgage. I'm actually at a conference right now, just in a corner on the floor. That's how
That is
dedicated I
amazing.
am to all of you.
So cool. Yeah, I have done that. Actually, I think the craziest thing I've done at a conference is create an entire NFT during the course of a session and then put it out on the market like by that evening. So yeah, you can do anything at a conference. There's like that really amazing energy that's just infectious. So I want to just kind of set the stage for what this show is and what this time that we have together is. This is a show called Let's Create, and we're coming at you with this creative energy every Monday at what time is it now?
Well, we're a little off our game today, but yeah.
Typically 3:30 p.m. Pacific and 6:30 p.m. Eastern. And so we're all people that are very excited about creativity. And so we're actually going to start with that right now. This is Creativity in Action. This is something, a little game we like to play at the beginning of this session called Slideshow Roulette. So, Donna, I think you said I was going to be the first lucky person, right?
Yes, you are the first lucky person. So I just want to make
Amazing.
sure that I'm pulling up the correct one. And so let's
Yeah,
see.
so while Donna's doing that, this game is essentially we are all just practicing rolling with it. And that's what creativity really is. We are going to give 30-second presentations on a topic that we have not practiced or even know what it is. And with 5 slides we have never seen and have no context for. But this is in the name of low stakes practice, which I think is a really important part of creativity. You can't really be that master potter at the potter's wheel until you just play around with some clay, right? So this is the playful version of
What
presenting.
did I get myself into?
Oh my god, you have no idea. Yeah, we did not prime you enough
I
for
think
this.
I'm nervous.
Oh, Donnie, you didn't even tell her the rules?
No, come on. It's got to be spontaneous. Let's go.
That's creativity. All right,
if
here
the
we go.
connection gets lost, I'm sorry.
But Raquel, here's the great thing is you get to pick our first topic. Since I'm presenting, Donna's got the slideshow. What am I going to be presenting on? You can pick any topic that is school and family appropriate.
Oh, I literally have to come up with a topic?
Just anything. You can be like, telling time or like.
Okay, you know what? I'm on the floor and there's these weird designs and they almost look like waffle fries down here, like something. So tell me how to make a good waffle fry. Like.
I
Oh
did
my
not see that.
goodness. This is
Okay,
going to
so-
be fun.
All right, so this is an instructional tutorial how to make the best waffle fry. All right, first slide, please.
All right, here we go.
All right, in
30
order
seconds.
to make the best waffle fry, you have to
Oh, they
make sure you have the great ingredients. So you have to go to your backyard. It's a jungle out there, folks, and you've got to really pick those ingredients with your bare hands and also have a sense of humor, because the best waffle fry might look a little funny at first. The first one's always kind of bad, but then they look better and better, like the beautiful, majestic mountains of the Sierra Nevada. My goodness. And then sometimes you feel like you're that peanut pushing the orange or the clementine up the hill, just like that Greek. Oh my goodness, that was it.
Is that the
And
timer?
let
Yes,
us
I'm going to
plant-
finish up there.
plant any ideas you have for the best waffle fries. Dig in the dirt, folks. Scene.
Wow, that's intense. I'm definitely nervous now.
All right. Well, Brian, do you wanna have one more warm up round? Because I prepared a really amazing presentation that actually Maria picked the slides for, and so Donna gets to pick the topic for this. Brian, are you ready?
Wait. Is Maria your daughter that I got the AGR T-shirt?
Yes, she is, and she's very thankful for that, and why she was not super mean to you when she made these slides.
Nice.
So I get to pick the topic.
You get
right?
to pick the topic, yeah. And here,
I don't know. I don't
this,
know.
now, this is not the first slide. This is the primer slide. This is, the. Let's see. Oh goodness. Which one? I have too many Chrome tabs, Donna.
Oh
this
no,
is
you
never.
can't
This
rattle
never.
those Chrome tabs.
Never happened before. All right. Just a second. All right. So Donna, what's the topic?
Let's see. I will make the topic flowers.
Flowers. Okay. This is a topic on flowers that Brian is going to be sharing with us. And just what about flowers? Like, we need something a little more specific.
Let's see. How about flowers that grow in tropical places?
Now that is specific. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's wonderful. All right, Brian, are you ready? And then Donna, can you also be the timer, because I don't have that nice little
Yes,
time. That
as
was a
long as you
nice
don't-
effect.
Yeah, as long as you don't mind the nice little chime. Okay, I'm
No, it's
ready.
fine. Okay, here we go. All right, Brian, your first slide.
Awesome. So when describing flowers in tropical places, you might be like, huh? Where the heck are these things? And it might even give you a little scare because you haven't seen these before. And a couple of them may even look similar. And you may be confusing some of the pronunciations like we and we.
Yep. You got to finish it up for the last slide there.
And when observing tropical flowers, pretty good to have a snack as well.
A Pringle. Yeah, nice. Well done. Well done. Oh my goodness. Now, how do I close this? Got it.
Now my connection legit has been weird, so just saying. Like it just
Okay.
is telling me like that I'll like every now and again my
So we gotta go quick, Dan.
connection's lost.
We got to go quick. Yeah. All right. So this is wait, who has this slideshow?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, I thought so. I'm like, huh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to pull it up while you're while
And
someone's
who's-
picking the topic.
who's-
This is
Yeah.
the last
okay.
slide
I
of the
guess
other one.
I think I get to pick this topic.
Great.
so
He's like, I'm gonna get you back.
no, I'm going to pick advice for teenagers.
Oh, okay.
This ought to be good. All
Oh
right.
gosh, okay.
All right, here we
All
go.
right, so
You
I
want
just
me to be
start talking.
timekeeper too? Okay. All right,
Okay.
here we
All
go.
right.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Advice for teens. First of all, I am getting old, so I can't relate to teens, so I don't even know what that word is, but I think it's begin. So we do have to begin from somewhere. And you know what? Teens love their shoes. They love to spend money on shoes. And but we need to have light bulb moments when it comes to teenagers. We need to have those moments of insight and of, once again, like not being blind and understanding that there are a bunch of things that teenagers love to do. Oh my God, you
All right,
guys,
finish
I
them up.
cannot see anymore. I should have had glasses on.
No, what? Last slide, go for it.
Oh, the last slide is I definitely am not a teenager anymore.
There we go.
Yeah,
Oh
so
my
teenagers
goodness.
need to float. Oh my goodness. Wow.
That was actually so good. Like the first 4 slides were really well connected, and it was like this trajectory of advice of like,
Well,
go be
thank you.
yourself, be your best
Yeah,
self.
but unfortunately, then my eyesight started going.
Well, you could have been like, and then you need a lifesaver,
I know, right? Jeez. Oh my gosh. I can't believe how old I'm getting.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, that was
Well,
just a reminder that I'm not a teenager
that-
anymore. Thanks, Dan.
that's awesome. All right. So now, from this energy, now we get to introduce you, Raquel, and we would love to have you talk a little bit more about what you do. And so let me give you a moment to transition and breathe, and maybe get your glasses if you need. But I have always just been really a big fan of your energy and how much you really dive into new connections. So I actually met you through a friend of a friend, and it was a voice. It was like an audio message, and we just like were audio messaging back and forth.
Yes, I love my voice
you know,
messages or
yes.
videos.
Yeah,
Okay, there are the
exactly. And
glasses.
it's that there you go, the glasses, perfect. Snapshot. But yeah, there's so much information in video, especially because we have the visual, we have the auditory, and we have the content, the language. But what I really love about the audio and kind of how we got to know each other was just friend of a friend. And he was like, hey, you got to meet this person, Raquel, who's like rocking it out in the inspiration world. And I would love to have you talk a little bit about Rock the Boat and that experience. And see where the conversation goes. But I think that's where we really connected. It was so fun to be in person with you in San Diego last year.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me. On Spin. I've gotten you guys, and I realized I'm missing. Oh, thank you. I needed this little boost of energy for this conference. But yeah, so even though I do marketing, I'm in the mortgage space. One of my biggest passions is youth empowerment and really focusing on our youth and having them feel seen and heard and valued because they are our future. We know how important it is for our youth to feel like they have a say in this world, because they do. And so that's how I created Rock the Boat, a YouTube channel where I'm having conversations with kids of all ages all around the world. And it was essentially just having these candid conversations, wanting to hear just what they were feeling in the moment, because it all started during COVID, just getting a feel for how our youth are kind of walking through the world and experiencing it, because the more we know and the more curious we are and the more questions we ask, and then the better we can go ahead and do our best for them, and hopefully create an environment where they can grow up in like a safe space, non-judgmental, which is a tough one in this world right now. So I'm just really passionate about that, because I can see, as a mom of a 23 and 20-year-old, and as someone that suffered from depression as a teenager, and actually did attempt to take her life while she was in college, I can understand how it feels not to feel seen or heard or validated or valued. And so for me, that is what I'm trying to do. It's just kind of one kid at a time, I suppose. And yeah, so that's with Rock the Boat. And then I had a teen empowerment event that Dan was a part of in David Z Foundation. And that's where I got to meet Maria, his daughter. And yeah, it's kind of, I feel like, my purpose in life, why I was spared that evening and why I'm still here. So I am just trying to do what I can to make a positive impact, and that's where meeting people and collaborating and is really important because we can't do it all alone. The more support and the more people that are out there to kind of, be cheerleaders and crusaders, if you will, the better. That's why I love you guys, because with, you guys are all doing great things. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you so much for sharing that. I just wanted to share with everybody how they can
Aw.
connect with the Rock the Boat show on YouTube. It's very easily findable. I literally just Googled it and I was able to put this
Yay!
QR code together in just a few seconds. So
Yay,
you're
SEO
very
is working.
findable. Yes, SEO.
And I didn't
Yeah.
even pay for
So
it. I didn't even pay for it. So it goes to show
there you
you that
go.
it can still be organic marketing out there, folks.
Yeah. No, it was such an amazing event. Here, I'm going to turn this off just for a second. So, but it was an amazing event, and Maria was just floored. That was the first time that she really ever grabbed a mic, And so, as a
Yeah.
father, that was a pretty special moment for me. But it was an amazing, life-changing moment for her. And we just moved into our house in Washington. You know the longer story there, Raquel,
Yes.
but. And there's, as soon as we moved in and we're kind of starting to get ready to put up the decorations for the house, that was the first thing that she put up was the painting that she made at your event. That was this oil pastel, and it was beautiful. And she kind of centered a whole like gallery around it.
I love
So
that.
it's just those things that you don't know. I guess that's the point I'm getting. Before I get all like blubbery and teary, I'm going to put the thing back up. But you really don't know when you are going to affect somebody's life for the long term, and when you're going to be that person that, whether it's through art or just listening, there is that humanity that we all share to connect. And especially as we get into some pretty charged times here in the U.S., wahoo! I think we need to just remember that, like let's connect, let's find the things that we can agree on and connect with and through. So I just really wanted to say thank you for that event, and I'm so glad. Like I feel blessed actually to be, witness to that event that really kind of set the trajectory for what you're doing now. Now you're going like all over. And I remember you saying like that was the
I'm
dream.
hoping to. Yeah. I mean, obviously there's, they have like sponsorship and funding that has to go behind it because I don't make enough money to foot the bill myself, which if I did, I would, believe me. So I haven't given up on that dream at all. So, and even so, one of the students that was there at the event who had heard about it through another nonprofit, he still reaches out to me on Instagram and still, Yoshi, he's kind of,
Yoshi,
yeah, he still, reaches out and asks for advice. And I did a little video with him because he was looking for an internship. And then I put it on my LinkedIn. And yeah, so that's what's kind of cool. Like you said, you just never know who you're gonna impact. And so as long as it's like one kid, then I'm good. So yeah, I'm not giving up on that for sure.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Let me see. I know we have some people live here. I'm gonna try and get some comments up. But Brian, Donna, I know. That's the best kind of live, honestly.
I was like, oh, wait, there's people listening. Sorry.
That is the best kind of live, though, where it is just a conversation, because that's connection. But Donna, Brian, I wanted to kind of pass the mic to you. Any response, any resonances that you guys have?
Well, I'm going to let Brian go first. So if he wants to go first and just tell us a little bit about himself too.
Yeah, I think what I just sent to Raquel in a side message kind of resonates here too in a larger audience is that it's nice that she features youth in content. I think I've been apprehensive in my own content because it's kind of like uncharted waters of what that consent looks like from parents. So I think what she's doing is pretty neat, even just from looking at her YouTube page.
Thank you. Yeah, I do have the parents
yeah.
sign a consent form before I post.
Well, exactly. But
Yeah.
that's Brian, I'm so glad you highlighted that, because we have to do that for every song we make too. And not just every song, every student in every song to be on camera. And one of the songs we did, I think almost 2 years ago now, was Kindness is Beautiful. And Donna, how many second graders did we have? 296?
Yes,
Something like that?
something like that. Yes.
Yeah. So 296 consent forms that we have to be signed and then managed and everything. And so that is a big, huge piece, but so important because before I started at David Z Foundation, I was a teacher. I worked with community theaters, and there are some horror stories when you don't have that consent, and you might not even think it's like super important. But let me just say it is, because there's some students and some kids that depend on that parental consent for protection. And there's that's the reason for the laws. And Brian, I'm so glad you brought that up, because it is something that's hard to navigate when you want to do youth-focused work, because it can become a hurdle. But you really just have to take it one story at a time. And that's I see Donna nodding. Yeah, we've both been through that, those late nights, just reaching out to parents and making sure everything is good to go before we release something. And it's all work that is worth it, because we're keeping kids safe. We're keeping, we're keeping kids connected as well. That's where the work is, in making sure their stories are told, because there are so many youth that feel alone. And then they consume a lot of content on social media. And if all that social media is telling them is you need to look amazing, you need to have the best boyfriend or girlfriend, you need to have the best sports equipment, cars, whatever, maybe it's the best trumpet or best violin. But there's still this a litany of things that we measure up to when we're on social media. So it's amazing to come across these stories that are hard to come by, but are so worth it, that say, hey, we're all okay. We're all connected. We all have bad days. We all have times where we don't feel confident. And those are the stories that really matter in certain times of our life. So
Yeah, and I
so
will tell
glad
you
this
this.
conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just going to tell you, Brian, that so most of the conversations, probably 95% of them, the parent is not in the room, because and the parent's okay with that because they want their child to be really comfortable. And I feel like I've created a safe enough space for them, because I don't even know them, but I think that automatically they can sense that I am really not there with an agenda. Like, I really truly do want to hear what they have to say. So what happens is these kids speak freely. I will send the video to the parents first to make sure that because a lot of them are 30 minutes, and they'll go through it, and then they can tell me if there's certain things that they want to edit out. But I will tell you this, I think I've only edited like maybe 2 or 3 videos, because maybe a kid said something and that, like, they're like, oh, maybe we don't want that out there in the world, right? But most parents have been like, hey, if that's what my kid had to say and if that's how my kid feels, then so be it. So that's been something that's really um, kind of interesting as well, navigating that, where the parent later hears. And a lot of the times the parent's like, I didn't know that. Or, oh, that's how the iPad broke. Like, iPad, you know what I mean? And it's kind of beautiful to see these parents like look at their kids in such a different light, because they're like, wow, I thought my kid was really shy and really introverted, and they were so open and honest with you and so talkative. Like, I'm shocked. Or my kid has ADHD, you might have trouble having them sit still and be able to talk, and they sit still and they talk, and then it surprises them. So that's been a gift in itself, having these conversations with these kids that have really surprised me as well.
And a quick
Yeah.
quick follow up on that. Do you generally, and for maybe parents listening, do you generally have conversations with parents first and then you develop the kind of the story, or does it tend to ebb and flow?
So the parent usually is the one that reaches out to me because they
Okay.
know me or they followed my journey on
Yep.
LinkedIn. And so they're the ones
Cool.
that see that I'm doing this and they reach out and they're like, oh, I think my kid would be great. But the thing is, they don't really tell the kid anything. They're just like, hey, there's this
Mm.
woman who has a YouTube
Mm.
channel. And as soon as they hear YouTube channel, they're like,
Yeah, yeah.
ooh, I'm like somebody actually, like they actually feel like I'm some celebrity interviewer and they're going to be on this, you know what I mean, on this show. And I'm like, don't get too excited. Um, and
No,
so
that's
that's
awesome.
like, yeah, that's what's funny. So usually there's no context. Like I don't really know much about the kid and they don't know anything about me. And that's the beauty of it is I want people to see, especially adults, that you can have a very you know like beautiful conversation with a child, and this is how it can be done by just being curious and asking questions. And so I think a lot of adults have been like, oh wow, okay, I guess it shouldn't be that difficult to have a conversation with, you know,
Mm.
someone that's
Mhm.
younger. So that's another good example too of just showing people like, hey, it's really not that hard and you have more relatable stuff with these kids than you think. Because we're all, at the end of the day, we're all human. So they have the same, you know, things that we do. They just, for whatever reason, are more advanced because of technology and social media, but they still have the core human emotions that we have.
Right. Well, and
Right.
I think that makes it so much more important to make sure they have those trusting adults in their lives, because there's a lot of places that we really just need that direct instruction, that modeling, that the hey, I've got your back. I want to see you, chase your dreams, but I'm here if you need me. You're always kind of reaching out that hand, waiting for them to take it, but you don't, you never like reach out that hand and like stop them and pull them back. That's the balance. And that's especially with a daughter in high school now. I'm like, that's what I'm trying to fight. It's like, no, stop, be a baby again.
Yeah.
No, it's time to let you fly. But I know Donna has to get going. I have to get going pretty soon too. Raquel, we want to respect your time. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here and for this conversation. So I guess if anybody has any last comments, wrap up thoughts, I want to put this Rock the Boat up again, because it's such a beautiful channel.
I know. I got to get back to doing it.
Great
So if
place to
anybody
be.
has kids that want to be on it, please let me know. Cause yeah, I've kind of slacked on it because I got a promotion at work, which is great. But then, things kind of,
Life balance. Yes, round of
yeah, it's that
applause.
balance. Yes,
Maybe
thank
in
you.
closing then, for Raquel, do you have any artists or music groups that you're really rocking to or vibing with
Ooh, good
this
question.
summer?
Yes. So one of my like favorite bands as of late is Cannons, and I actually went to their
Mm.
concert last myself. That's how much I was like, I'm gonna go see them. And since I went by myself, I was able to go up to the front and be that person. So yeah, Cannons has been kind of like my obsession as of late.
That's awesome. Well, thanks everybody so much. Brian, Donna, did you have any closing words? I think I already gave mine.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, once again, it was a wonderful show. I so enjoy like starting my Monday off with that slideshow roulette. It is so funny.
It is fun.
And Raquel, it was great to see you. Brian,
You
nice to meet
too.
you. And looking forward to future episodes. You're welcome to join us on any future episodes you'd like to come back to. If you just need a minute to take a breath and have a chuckle, you're welcome to join us. So thanks so much.
Awesome. All
And I
right.
guess
Thanks,
I would
everyone.
add in,
All
Thank
right,
add in closing
go
real
ahead, Brian.
fast. Oh yeah, just in closing, for people who are just digitally ingrained, as kind of Raquel said with the conferences, I see content as premium and connections are being made because people meet at conferences. So
Mhm.
definitely can be undervalued. So definitely attend your industry's conferences.
That,
Absolutely.
that's a good PSA. That is an unheard but really amazing PSA. Great.
Awesome.
Awesome.
All
All
right.
right. Bye,
Well, thanks,
everybody.
everyone.